Welcome to Student, a series of animated calculus videos that will help you prepare for the AP exam. These videos were made by students for students.
In this short video, I'll be going over the general formulas for the derivative of ArcSin and ArcTan. So first off, the derivative of ArcSin of u equals u prime over the square root of 1 minus u squared. An example of this is if you're given the derivative of ArcSin x to the fourth, you have u equals x to the fourth, du over dx equals 4x to the third. Plug that into the formula, you have 4x to the third over the square root of 1 minus x to the fourth to the second, which is going to give you 4x to the third over the square root of 1 minus x to the eighth. And on the flip side, you have ArcTan, which the derivative of ArcTan of u is going to equal u prime over 1 plus u squared. And if you look at that, you can tell that it looks very similar to the derivative of ArcSin. So how do you figure out which is which? Well, the easiest thing that I was taught is that when you have a tan, you look better. So what that means is, as you look at this, ArcTan, the formula has a plus sign instead of a minus sign. Well, a plus sign is a lot better looking than a subtraction sign. And also, we don't have the square root symbol. So that also is a lot better looking when we're trying to figure this out. Example of this is the derivative of ArcTan x to the fourth. Same thing, u equals x to the fourth, du equals 4x to the third. Plug it into the formula, you have 4x to the third over 1 plus x to the fourth squared, which equals 4x to the third over 1 plus x to the eighth. We'll now take a good look at a multiple choice example. So we're given that h of x equals inverse sine of 5x, and we need to find h prime of x. So how do we go about doing this? Well, inverse sine of 5x is going to just be arcsine of 5x. So this is the general formula for the derivative of arcsine. With that, we have the u equals 5x and the du over dx equals 5. We then plug that into the general formula, and we have 5 over the square root of 1 minus 5x squared, which comes out to 5 over the square root of 1 minus 25x squared, which gives us d. We'll now go over an FRQ-like problem. So for this problem, it's asking us to find a line tangent to the function f of x equals the inverse tan of 3x when x equals 1/3. Well, for this, we have to find the x, the y, and the dx. So we're going to start with finding the dx. Well, this is going to be inverse tan, which is arctan. And which formula is that? Well, it's the prettier one. So we're going to have that as our general formula, the one with the addition sign, not the subtraction, right? So we're going to have the derivative of arctan of 3x. Well, the u of that is 3x, and the du over dx is going to be 3. Plug that into the general formula that we already know, and we're going to have 3 over 1 plus 3x squared. Well, we're then going to plug in that 1/3 for the x, and we're going to have 3 over 1 plus 1 squared, which is just going to be 3/2. So we're already given our x there too. Our x is 1/3. Now the only thing that we're missing is the y. So we're going to plug in the 1/3 to our formula. We're going to have arctan of 1. Well, arctan of 1 is just pi over 4. And then we use all this to make this. Y minus pi over 4 equals 3/2 x minus 1/3. And because it's an FRQ practice problem, we'll just leave it like that. You don't have to clean that up anymore.